Welcome to the gathering.
In winning the culture war, one of the most important principles is using your specific talent. Leverage what you love and what you're good at. That's where you'll make the biggest contribution and be the most effective. Our founding fathers knew this. They had a deep understanding of their own personalities, and they knew what the unique contribution was that each could make to the revolution. They knew what their talents were. They knew what they loved and what they were good at. What did George Washington love? Washington loved the land, and loving the land, what profession did he choose? He chose to be a farmer. Because Washington loved the land, he would do anything to defend it. What was he good at? He was a problem solver and a natural leader. He was incredibly resourceful in solving problems. He looked at all the problems of running a large estate not as unwelcome challenges, but as opportunities to improve his craft as a farmer, to solve problems and be better at what he loved. And he was a natural leader of men, so much so that as a young man of 20, he was promoted to the rank of major in the French and Indian War. Knowing what he loved and what he was good at prepared him to lead an army and a nation. Adams and Jefferson also had great self-awareness. They were lovers of ideas. That's what really motivated them. They loved to learn. They read voraciously the classics, literature, politics, and history. And what were they good at? Adams' talent, what he was good at, was debating and building arguments. He had been a very successful lawyer. Jefferson's talent was thinking about great ideas and putting them into language. Their love of ideas, combined with Adams' ability to create winning arguments and Jefferson's ability to write them, created the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, the two greatest political documents ever written at any time in history. Adams and Jefferson knew what they loved and what they were good at. When they combined those two things, it gave them the skills to build a nation. You have so much untapped power, and you'll make that power an actual reality when you bring what you love and what you're good at to winning the culture war. The science on this is very clear. The research shows that the majority of successful people in any field or any type of project have found a way to take what they love, combine it with what they're good at, and do it in a way that has a positive effect on other people. And I'm not talking about a little bit of research. I'm talking about thousands of peer-reviewed studies. You might be thinking, well, yeah, that sounds good, but I like to spend time in my room at night playing video games. That's what I love, and that's what I'm good at. Well, guess what? If you love video games, you probably have some gaming skills. Even those kinds of skills can make a really big contribution. Think about what would happen if you used what you loved and what you were good at to create a 3-minute game called The Patriots versus the Woke Swamp Monsters. People would learn by playing the game how conservatives took on the establishment and fought to restore more rights for people. If you're into gaming, think about how much fun it would be to do that. How you could really engage others' minds in a fun way to experience conservative principles and contribute to changing the culture. And remember this, it's when people get really engaged, like being involved in a game, that's when the deepest impressions are made and minds are changed. Think about the impact it would make on independence. They may not be conservatives yet, but a majority of them have had a belly full of wokeness. Or if you love technology, you could use your tech skills to create a social media campaign or an algorithm to identify independent voters that you get engaged with and start online posts and conversations about the issues. One of you might even create something that goes viral. Think about the enormous impact that would have. But even if it didn't go viral, remember this, in the 2016 election, Michigan was won by only 11,000 votes. A few inches can win the Super Bowl, and a few votes can win an election that changes history. Some of you may be thinking, okay, that sounds good, but I have minimal tech skills and I don't like to play games. What I really love is history and big ideas. I love thinking about the competition between France and Britain and how it made it possible for France to support the revolution. I'm an idea person. I love to see how the pieces of the puzzle fit together and how they influence each other. Well, one of the most important areas in winning the culture war is strategic planning. Strategy is a critical component of any change movement. It takes looking at the big picture, seeing how the parts interact, what the critical factors are, planning effective campaigns and movements that respond to all factors in the big picture. The possibilities for your participation are endless. Just find what you love and what you're good at and bring it to the table. This work needs all kinds of different interests and talents. This is a war that's going to be won on a number of different fronts. Remember, Jefferson didn't try to lead the Continental Army. Washington didn't try to write the Constitution. Like them, leverage what you love and what you're good at. That's where you'll make the biggest contribution and be the most effective in winning the culture war and winning back our country. For The Gathering, I'm Leonardo Radomile.
Thanks for listening, and if you like what you heard, give us a quick thumbs up and subscribe. To learn more about The Gathering and our free course, check out our webpage. You'll find the link below.